Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff, and that should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. And first, of course, since the move back to Los Angeles, and coincidentally, trying to be the second consecutive LA team to win a title.
And they are certainly hoping that this game works out better than their first Super Bowl appearance, a 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry. Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Herbert to throw right away. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. And oh, right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Chargers getting set to go. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Again to Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Lamar on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But Charles, what a tough start to this ballgame for this offense. 2 drives, 2 turnovers. We'll see what drive 3 produces here.
Yeah.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Prescott down. That one caught by Ellison. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun again to Elliott. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. They what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 31, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going, able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott, flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out their own way right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. possessions, just the first quarter, that goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Marr now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Chargers offense back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time. And then
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. A first down carry by Elliott. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Shoves him aside, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert. Caught by Allen.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Herbert on first down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final delay.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that. When he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out, and the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Marr on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better... Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Herbert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Prescott on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal. And
you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked it in.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. McKinnon here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his third touchdown in the Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 55 yards.
And the Chargers are able to claw one back.
Hopkins with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
To throw again on second down. Prescott.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And they keep making the connection.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On second down and 4, Prescott flush to his right. Trucks over him, and he is out of bounds here.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. On 2nd and 7, Herbert, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Now Prescott. Out left, Allison's got it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Prescott yet again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert back to the air. He finds his target, Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Chargers ready to take over. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to maneuver. Inside the 20.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call, Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.